is a world premiere. This is a world premiere.
Good evening, folks. The regular nonsense you're used to seeing will not be shown tonight. Instead, we have a story we hope you enjoy, one we think is inspiring and captivating. Enjoy, and thank you for your support.
The story begins in an alleyway. A homeless man down on his luck discovers the What If contest being held within CapCut. The homeless man creates an entry of a little girl, getting a second lease on life by beating what doctors diagnosed as a terminal illness. Leukemia. The doctors and nurses that treated her, as well as her family, celebrated her recovery and remission. The girl grew up to be a notable fixture in society. She became a pediatrician that took pride in treating children that also suffered from life-threatening illnesses. She enjoyed paying it forward to others as a homage to the doctors and nurses that ensured her survival as a child. The unhoused man, satisfied with his entry, finished creating the video by using CapCut to tie up all loose ends, such as editing. He began to upload the contest entry to all of the social media platforms that he subscribes to when his phone died in the middle of the process. Startled by the unforeseen event, the man dropped his phone. It landed in a puddle in which the phone became completely useless at the moment. Frustrated and panicked at the same time, the man wondered how he was going to submit his entry for the contest. The final entries for the contest were accepted in less than a week's time, and he didn't know how he was going to hand in his entry if he didn't have his smartphone to complete his project. Temporary discomfort was the price for his possible gain and glory. This is what the man agreed to once he put his anguish to the side. Over the next few days, while he kept his phone in a small Ziploc bag full of rice, the man commuted back and forth to internet cafes and his local library. He utilized their computers to revamp and rebuild the storyline of the little girl that beat her childhood cancer. He fleshed out and added more details to pad her entire life story in the most effective way, with intimate details concerning her family, friends, and her lifelong pledge to treat the future children once she knew she was cured of her cancer. The man polished his submission and posted it on every major social media platform. He sent his links to the CapCut entry site a couple of days before the final deadline, along with his contact information. Satisfied, he waited patiently for weeks to receive a congratulatory email that solidified his place as the grand prize winner. He kept himself busy by learning how to create and edit more videos during his free time. The phone that he dropped in the water a few days ago worked again after the rice absorbed the moisture that was trapped in the device. The man finally received an email notification from CapCut a few days later. He began to read the email when he stopped and burst into tears. "We regret to inform you that..." He knew what the score was. It was always bad news anytime a message began that way. He exited his email application feeling defeated and wondered why he wasted his time in the first place. He then decided to distract himself from the soul-crushing blow that he received by watching mindless videos from other content creators on TikTok. Before he began, he checked his notifications. The new look of shock on his face was that of astonishment, gratitude, and appreciation of being noticed. He saw that there were thousands of views, likes, and positive comments on his contest submission. He checked his other social media platforms, and they all mirrored the same result. With tears of gratitude streaming down his face, the man began to read some of the comments. There were quite a few people in high places that were moved by his presentation and were willing to offer him various job positions with a starting salary that eclipsed the prize money that the man would have won if he were the grand prize winner. Plenty of amenities that he didn't even consider were also offered with the promised salary. The man looked up at the sky and thanked the universe with every fiber of his being. He was then cosmically reminded that the universe was always smiling down on him, that there was always a bigger, better blessing than what one was willing to settle for. The man walked down the street with the biggest smile on his face, knowing that the hell he endured was finally over.
One more time. Thank you for watching this special holiday presentation, which was, quote, sponsored by CapCut. We at Zany Mind Unlimited hope that you enjoyed it. We'll be back with the regular zaniness tomorrow. See you next time.
right through the ending.
What in Sam Hill did I just watch now? Ugh, damn it!